Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Wrestling Tea Podcast. My name is Casual Joe, aka Max, and I am with a bunch of guys that happen to like wrestling. And those guys are...
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Johnny Two Belts. I brought out some of the vintage belts that I have from like way back. Ready for another episode. A little bit under the weather, but couldn't let the click down. So let's get it, boys.
What's up, everyone? It's YL, the PhD of WWE, in the building. I'm here to correct you whether you're fragile, little egos can take it or not.
And I am Steven Alltime, and I cannot wait to hear why you losers have that Bret Hart t-shirt on. And don't forget,
Best there is.
I'm the
Best there
Ayatollah
was.
of hip-hop, the whole damn show, and the Rated R podcaster, and I'm done with all that censorship bullshit. Let's get back to business.
He's back, baby. Good. We missed you. Not really.
We'll find out after this episode.
Yeah. And this is episode 7?
8.
This is 8?
Yeah, it's
My
crazy,
God.
right?
We finally got to the point where I'm forgetting the episodes.
We're almost at double
Episode
digits.
8. All right, boys. How was everyone's weekend?
Pretty shit, to be honest with you.
Sounds great.
My weekend was amazing.
That sounds good.
Amazing weekend. We went to the IWS show.
Thank you.
And I missed it
Yeah,
again.
and Steven missed
That's
the free beer
right.
again. Even though you promised us you will be there the next time.
Yes.
You lied.
And the beer was ice cold this time.
Oh, man. It was flowing and it was cold.
You guys expected me to leave my house on October 31st when it was minus 20 outside, okay? And it was
-20.
Halloween for my kids.
It was really hot
Listen.
in the dojo.
Mr. Asshole next to me who was like, yeah, I'm not going. And then he
Doesn't
calls
matter.
me and literally said, I'm disappointed in you. I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah, I got the text, save me a seat. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I
Plans
wasn't
changed.
expecting you to get out on Halloween. I was expecting you to be a man of your word.
I'm a liar. I'm a cheater and I steal.
So just to keep everyone up to date, we went to the IWS Know Your Enemies live from L'Enfer, which is their new dojo. The event, guys, it was the Halloween event. It was incredible. There was so much action. There was candy. There was pumpkins. There was costumes. There was new champions.
Yes.
It was quite the event. Thoughts?
I loved it. I thought it was a good show. I saw my favorite heel, the Green Phantom.
Bro, you're getting very comfortable. You are...
Yeah. I was chirping.
You started
the
chants,
guys, the girls,
that's
anything,
it.
man. I was like, and they were like chirping me right
Yeah.
back. So I was like, oh wow, this is heavy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we were like front row, like really like interactive. They were jumping on us, falling on us. It was nice.
I almost
Well-
got a pumpkin smashed into me. So I had to duck last second, and I told my friend, like, move. He wasn't going to move. Literally, the pumpkin was right there. Like, a huge piece came flying. Had to bounce last second.
Yeah.
Dope. Steven?
I don't like
True,
Halloween.
you were not there.
Did you at least get some candy, or you were like, fuck it for that also?
I despise Halloween, so I just didn't leave my house. I let my wife take care of my kids, and I just chilled at home under a blanket.
Let me guess, you stayed home and watched wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. What else do you want me to do?
What a loser.
We watched
You want me to
real
leave
wrestling.
my house to watch wrestling?
To watch real wrestling. Quick recap on the event. We had JT, the producer, with Maines by his side versus Matt Viviani. Just so you guys know, that was the revenge match from Praise the Violence. Yep. And we thought Matt was going to get his revenge, but he ended up losing, and JT took another win for the Casanova production. So, Matt, we're with you, buddy. Hopefully you get your revenge very, very soon on those guys. Oh, JT, the producer, that guy.
It's going to be bittersweet when it happens.
What else did we have? We had Dante Dubois, who remained the Canadian champion, versus Junior Benito and McRae. That was a really good match.
Very good handicap
Triple
match.
threat. Handicap match, not triple threat, you're right. It was exciting. Those guys, whew, when you're there live, like, you really respect the art and craft of wrestling. Like, I'm like, a 41-year-old looking at this like, ow, that I would not get up after that, you know. So respect to these guys.
Really good match.
And your hero, the
Yes,
meanest
he
guy on the
is.
block,
But the best heel there is in IWS.
the Green Phantom, gave Ash the one the beat.
opened
Little
him up.
Phantom.
Yeah, he even took off the mask.
He took off his mask
And he gave him that work, man.
and then he just gave him the beat, man.
He took off his own mask and he had another mask under it.
Did he?
yeah.
Oh man, I must have missed that. I was getting some really cold beers. And the Green did not stop there. He continued his rampage by attacking the Animal.
Yeah.
And that's when he smashed that pumpkin
Yeah.
right across the ring and almost hit our boy YL here. Not cool, buddy. Pas gentil. Pas gentil.
Worst chanting. Anyways.
Get out of here. This guy.
Put your
Love
tie back
something.
on.
Yeah, exactly. And a huge congratulations goes to Danny Leo for becoming the new World Women's Champion. She defeated Kristara and Dea Mitchell. So congratulations, and can't wait to see what you do with the title.
And that was also because of the Green Phantom. He came out and Kristara was busy with him and they went fighting backstage.
Man, where was I during all that time? The cold beers were flowing. Let me tell you that much.
Green Phantom made his presence felt that night.
Yeah. He
All
really
right.
was. Congratulations.
So
to Danny
shout
Leo.
outs to the IWS. Can't wait for the next show. I think it's happening in December. Follow them on IWS Hardcore for all their shows coming up. I think it's gonna be Seasons Beatings in December, but check them out.
Guess
Steven.
what? I might show up at that one.
I
When is it?
don't believe it.
I won't hold my
It's-
breath.
When is
It's
it?
December.
December 20th.
December 20. You know what? It's right before Christmas. I hate Christmas as well. Maybe I'll come out with you guys and enjoy a wrestling event.
All right, guys.
Well, let me guess. There's going to be too much snow. And you're like, guys, I hate snow. I'm not coming out and driving in the
literally.
snow.
All right,
Let's
guys.
see.
Let's stop everything because I actually have something that Steven enjoyed. He was so happy. He got there mad early. This was on Sunday.
Sunday.
IWS was on Friday. Saturday, we got to relax a little bit. And then Sunday, we were back at it. We went to the Nostalgia Toy Fair to go look for some wrestling toys, some vintage stuff. And also, we were looking for some Seth Rollins for
My son.
your son. He was very happy with what he found.
He found
He
something.
actually got two.
Yeah, he got a
figures.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The
Yeah, a nice one
Mountain Dew glow in the dark match with
oh,
LA
yeah,
Knight.
Yeah.
That was the Fiend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, that toy is incredible.
Yeah, it's
Sick. It was very nice.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
And I found the Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon WrestleMania 10 box set. Max, please explain how my anxiety was.
First of all, he started yelling at me because I wasn't holding the box properly. He's like, "What are you doing? Stop holding the box like that. Give it to me." We asked the guy like 7 times, "Can you please open it and show us the inside?" Now turn it around, and eventually we were like, "You know what? Let's take it." I got some stuff. Steven got some stuff, and the guy gave us a really, really, really good deal. His name was David. Thank you, David, for showing us your collection. Yeah, beautiful collection by this guy. So hopefully we get to see him a few more times when we go to the toy fairs. And yeah, it was excellent. You know,
Those are
hopefully,
fun.
yeah.
Those are really fun.
And for anyone that's into toy collecting, there's another one happening next Sunday. Can someone give me the date real quick for next Sunday?
Like this upcoming
November.
Sunday?
This coming Sunday,
November
yeah.
9th.
It's November 9th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On November 9th. It's the toy fair happening in Côte Vertu, but I'll try to put some more info in the description. And that was pretty much it, guys. Thank you for sharing the weekend.
Yeah. Really jealous. You guys got some really nice stuff.
Yeah. But before we move on to our wrestling wrap-up of the week, I just want to remind everybody that there is a reason why we are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And that's because on November 9th, also on November 9th, man, it's coming up really fast. We've got Bret Hart live in Montreal.
Where?
And it's
At the Leonardo da Vinci
Bro,
Center.
You would know where that
if
is.
you're
eh,
from
you?
if you're from Montreal, having Bret Hart in St. Leo is such a crazy thing.
That's why I moved out of St. Leo.
But the St. Leo never moved out of
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
But for anyone that's interested, we have these Bret Hart shirts for sale.
Let's go.
If you need any, hit us up. Bret the Hitman Hart. You need to wear one when you go visit him and tell him how much you love him and thank you for all the years he put into wrestling. That's November 9th at the Leonardo da Vinci Center in St. Leo. Shout outs to Johnny Pro bringing him to the city. All
Where
right,
can
boys.
I buy that shirt? You said you can get it from us, but from where?
WrestlingTees.com. But for this event, since it's happening very soon, you could hit us up on the DMs on the Instagram, Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
Now, boys, besides all of that, we're here for one reason and one reason only. To talk about Steven's depression. Come on, can we talk about it? No, we're here to talk wrestling. And this weekend was a lot of wrestling. We also had new champions and new storylines. So, take us into the wrestling wrap-up. And I said YL, but I meant to say Steven, I apologize.
Well, we're going to ask YL because he usually would have started off with SmackDown, but SmackDown was total bullshit and terrible. So we're just going to annihilate that segment. And
Take
then
it
we're
out.
going to start with me with the Saturday night's main event.
Busy weekend.
Busy weekend. I sat down for this event. I was excited for this event because we had 4 matches that I was looking forward to, except one of them. But hey, we'll get into that conversation later. Saturday night's main event, boys. We started off with the first match of the evening, which I thought was going to be the main event of the evening, but I guess they wanted to go with the vacant title, World Heavyweight Championship. But they started off the evening with Drew McIntyre for the 3rd time
Carrying L's,
going up against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. And probably, you know what? I'll be honest. I was very surprised with the ending. I did not think we were going to be going with a Cody Rhodes winning the title and beating Drew McIntyre once again. But what happened? Cody Rhodes ended up retaining the title. Now, looking at that match, looking at the way it ended, the match was good.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. The match was good. We had a lot by Drew. Drew owned the match, in my opinion. Cody kind of looked weak. Drew knew where Cody was going with the moveset, with the match itself. And Drew was right there, on point, ready to take over. But he lost. Now, what is going to happen with Drew McIntyre? Where is Drew McIntyre going to go from here? Because this is the 3rd time he's lost to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
John.
I'm a little like surprised that you said you didn't like the finish. I think you didn't like that Cody won, but the finish wasn't. It was a little bit surprising. Cody using the undisputed title as a weapon to win, kind of cheating. The super baby face. It gave you a little bit of a little like nugget of like interest in this story. But now to answer your question, I don't know what they're gonna do with Drew.
But where are you going to go now with Drew? Because Drew's lost for the 3rd time. 3rd time against Cody Rhodes,
I don't want to see it again.
right? So again, it's just redundant. Again, it's just we're seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Wrong or right?
No, I agree. And I think a lot of people were disappointed with that. And that's why they put it as the opener and not as the main event. People wanted a title change, and that didn't happen. And like you said, I think it's the 3rd time or maybe even more that he's lost to Cody since Cody won the belt at WrestleMania. I know Cody lost it and then got it again. But I saw an interesting stat online the other day. I can't remember it off the top of my head exactly. I think in the past couple of years, Drew came up short 9 times in title matches, in world title matches or WWE Undisputed title matches. He won it at WrestleMania, but only to put over Damian Priest for like a couple of minutes. And that was it. It's like, what are they doing with Drew at this point? Everybody thought like, okay, he lost the CM Punk feud. That's okay because, you know, it made both of them come out as bigger stars. And you thought that after that, they would finally pull the trigger on Drew and give him something interesting. But even now, we're just seeing the same thing over and over and over. And now they have, I don't want to see this match again, but they have another reason to have that rematch because of the way that the match ended.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you were saying like Cody kind of did a heelish thing, sure, but it was Drew that brought the title in. Used it against him, but
but you usually see Cody like look at things and like be like, oh, like I can't do this kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know, really keep that baby face thing. And I thought he was gonna throw it out of the ring, but no, he used it.
yeah.
But one thing I got to give Drew props on is that even when he's like you said, 9 times he's come up short, but he never looks weak. Like
Never.
he always comes back. Like guys who lose that often, you're like next week on SmackDown or Raw, you don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
Like LA Knight disappeared.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it's like, but Drew comes back and he always has a story. He always can carry something. And like, I don't think he looks weak by losing that much, but we can't have him lose to Cody again.
I think something that was very interesting too was on SmackDown when they were doing their segment, Cody told Drew, he was like, what happened when I didn't get what I wanted? I got balls and I walked away from here. You know? And then after him losing, like you said, the third time, a lot of comments on the internet were like, Triple H just doesn't like you. Or just quit, bro. It's just time to quit. Do you guys think that's an option for him?
For Drew?
For Drew?
No, I don't. Look, I'm fed up with that. You mentioned online, just quit. Triple H doesn't like you. Do you understand how Drew is so over with the people? Number one, how his heel character is just phenomenal. How his in-ring work is just next level great. They need Drew. You remove Drew off of SmackDown, who do you have in terms of heel? Aleister Black? He's not really a heel. People love him,
And he's not a main eventer either.
right? Like, there's no real heels. I was thinking about this the other day. There is no real heels. Dominik Mysterio is an over heel. Drew McIntyre is an actual heel. He could even go to level of Triple H type heel
Yeah.
if they really put the title on him so that you have somebody chase the title.
I feel they botched Drew, but he still has redemption as long as it's not going after Cody again.
But what do you do? What is he going to go after? Which
I
belt?
don't know. That's the thing. We'll see what they do with him. But like so you were mentioning, like there's no heels right now on SmackDown, like big main event heels. They had the opportunity to have Solo Sikoa in that position as well as a big main event heel, and it was working. People were like liking when he switched his character a bit and added a bit of comedy, this and that. But same story. They kept making him lose and lose and lose, and now he's just like randomly in the mid card without really any direction.
I want to see Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes one more time in a last man standing match. And that's how Drew wins the title.
Yeah.
Something, you know what?
Because
Where's Orton?
yeah, there's so much uncertainty right now. But the
Yeah.
only thing I could think of now that CM Punk is champion, like if they want to start that again, if he wins the Rumble and chooses him as the champion, he goes, and now you're like far from Cody. He has to switch shows, blah blah blah. But that's like
Then you're killing SmackDown because there's no really anybody left on
know.
SmackDown. Look, Cody needs to drop the title. He needs to drop the title to Drew. Or he needs to drop the title to Orton. Or there needs to be a triple threat match with all three of them.
Yeah.
Make something alive. Make something worthwhile. Right now, it's not worthwhile because you're just really doing something with Cody. It's basically SmackDown is Cody.
Yeah.
This was the first time I seen Cody win and people be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Like you saw it in the crowd that they were like, like we wanted to see Drew win, you know.
Yeah, maybe Survivor Series. Maybe they're going to have a match at Survivor Series. Something has to happen. They need to start brewing something, and we'll see with SmackDown because we're going to be 3 weeks out from Survivor Series, and hopefully there's something
they
there.
got to start it up.
Let's get on to the second match of the evening. Jade Cargill going versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Champion.
I like women's wrestling.
I am okay with women's wrestling, but what the hell was that with Tiffany Stratton? Did Jade Cargill just annihilate her that whole match?
Not only that, it was 10, 15-minute match. It felt like a filler. Like I was like, what, it's over?
Yeah, I don't know. Is Tiff hurt? Like, is
She has to be hurt.
because I know her knee was
There was a knee
bandaged, but
thing,
I wasn't sure if that was a work, you know, like, but she was still bouncing around pretty decent, so I don't know how bad it was, but yeah, no, it was very, very like okay match.
This is what I caught on from this match. If Jade doesn't destroy you in the ring, If Jade doesn't annihilate you in the ring, the back and forth, the flow is just not going to work for her because she's still not good at that. So what a way to take the title from somebody is just basically destroy them in the ring. Tiff's going to go away for a couple of months, maybe a couple of weeks. We'll see. Jade's going to have the title. Bianca's going to come back and take the title from her. And that's going to become a feud.
So thanks for saying that. I wanted to bring that up, actually. Yeah,
You're
I
welcome.
think the match, they kept it short just to hide her weaknesses, like you said. They want to highlight her strength, which is her coming in and basically dominating somebody and leaving.
Beautiful powerbomb.
Yeah. And like you were saying earlier, the match ended so quick when she hit her move, the Jaded, I believe it's called. And then she went for the pin. I'm like, Tiffany's kicking out. It's like super early. They conditioned us that, there's always going to be these false finishes. And then it didn't happen. I was happy that it wasn't a false finish. But one thing that you mentioned, like Tiffany's lost the title. Now she's going to go away and come back later. I'm tired of seeing this when like champions have the title for a while. They lose and then they disappear for a bit. And then they come back and they're like in the title picture right away again. Same thing with Cody when he lost the title. At WrestleMania, he disappeared, came back, won the title. So I want to see these champions, when they lose, still be there and still fighting with like the other people that are coming up to actually earn another title match, not just pause, disappear for a bit, and then come back to right where I was.
But I think that like reverts back to what I had said also is like I feel like a lot of times they rush the storylines because of injuries.
Yeah.
Like if she's injured, she's got to go away. She's got to get a procedure done, whatever. So
Yeah,
like she's
for
off
sure.
TV, right? So I feel like a lot of the times that's what happens. So like they can't even be a part of the story. Like Seth, like he was injured and he's gone. Like he's not going to be like trying to fight back and stuff like that. So like I feel like that's kind of why we see more of that. But you're right. I would love to see that the champion losing and he's like, no, I want to keep going. I want to fight back. I'm here to get it back.
When there's an injury, can't talk. 100%, I agree with you. They should like get them out of there, healed up.
Yeah, and you made a point. WWE right now is really based on people coming back. That's the wow effect
Yeah.
in wrestling now. It's really people getting injured, losing a title, coming back, and that's the wow effect.
Yeah.
They've done it with Roman 1,000 times. They did it with Cody, like you mentioned, at WrestleMania. They're going to do it probably with Tiff. It's just at some point, it's just like, get over that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
And we're almost getting to that point where it's like too many returns,
Yeah.
question for everybody, and I'm going to start with you, Casual Joe. Do you think Jade is going to be a good champion?
Well, on our Halloween podcast, by the way, I heard you guys got to meet Paul Bearer. Very cool.
Oh, yeah, that was sick.
It's true, you
missed it.
weren't here.
No, I wasn't here. I missed
really
it.
wish.
But he had voted for Jade to win, so I'm with him.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see what happens. I think she's good. I think, like you said, on some Goldberg shit, like keep making her look strong. Let's see where it goes.
You see what happened with Goldberg, though. He did really injure somebody and took them out forever.
Like that was another thing you forgot
Don't
to
talk
mention.
about that.
Don't mention Bill Goldberg's name the weekend of November 9th in Montreal.
John,
At all.
What was the question?
do you think Jade's going to be a good champion?
Yeah, sorry about that. I do in the sense of like, because we're in a kind of generation where like everything is short. You said the wow factors. Our attention span is so small, right? So for Jade to come in and just squash people for 5 minutes, people are gonna get behind that for a while. So I think it's gonna be okay for a bit. I just think we've said before, she lacks the whole character thing. Like her mic skills are okay, but all she has to do is look scary. They're really like going at the eye injury cut, like focusing on that. Just come in, take care of business, squash, move on. And you're like, oh my God, no one's going to beat her, blah, 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 blah. Until someone who can actually wrestle like 20, 25 minutes.
She's right now caught in that between babyface and heel. I don't think she's a full heel. Even though she attacked Tiff, I don't think she's a full heel yet.
Okay.
I think she's really in that between. They're going to see what she could do with the title, and then they're going to make the decision on in which direction she's going to go.
But I always think she's a better heel because she doesn't know how to be a babyface.
Yeah.
So it's easier to be the strong heel, but do that, squash, beat up, and then, not really have to say much. But
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think she's going to be a good champion as long as, like Max said, like Johnny said, they hide her weakness. They keep the matches short form. And then when somebody does come back and beats her, maybe like a Bianca Belair, I still don't think it should be a 20 to 30 minute match because that's going to expose her again and make, people go online, like you were saying, and talk shit.
But Bianca could carry her.
She can carry her, but for a full 30-minute match, there's still going to be spots where she's going to have to lead into those. Like when,
Yeah. Maybe
and-
30 is a stretch, right?
Yeah, but like maybe they can keep it still short, 15 minutes, or maybe a triple threat match where there's multiple people involved. But then again, we saw the last triple threat match she was involved in, but that wasn't her fault that whatever happened. But yeah, until Tiffany's healed up and she makes her return and beats her, or Bianca heals up, makes her return and beats her.
If you're gonna ask me next what I think, absolutely not. I don't think she has it in her to be a champion. I think this is gonna be a 1 month, 2 month max of her holding the title. I don't think she's ready. And I think they had no choice but to give her the title because the women's division on SmackDown is weak. It has no strength. Flair is in a tag team,
yeah.
whatever you want to call it. And there's nobody else. Bianca's injured, right? So they had no choice.
Yeah, she's the biggest star they have right now.
Who is going to be her next opponent if Tiff is injured?
The women's division, Raw and SmackDown, is night and day. Raw has such a good women's division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SmackDown has nothing.
There's nobody.
Nobody.
There's nobody left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just really intrigued to see who's going to go up against her. We'll see. Maybe Bianca's back. She only has broken fingers. That could be healed very quickly.
Maybe she'll have a short feud with what's her name from the Wyatt Six. They're going after more titles, but obviously she's not
Nikki
going to win
Cross?
it. Nikki Cross, thank you, and then move on to something else. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
Let's move on.
it's surprising. Right?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Let's move on.
Is that Paul Bear?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, right?
The next match of the evening, my favorite match of the evening, the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Champion. The champion, Dominik Mysterio, Rusev, your twin, and
Blue Penta.
your twin, Blue Penta.
Hermano.
Guys, when I say it's my favorite match, it was literally my favorite match. I love triple threat matches. I'm a sucker for triple threat matches. And I didn't know what to expect first. Because I find sometimes Penta could be very sloppy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very slow for some reason. Like just getting back up, very slow. I don't know if he's getting up there in age, but yeah. A lot of times.
Yeah, and they kind of like simplify him a bit on
Yeah.
WWE versus what he used to do with AEW.
Because I think that's the thing. I think they're trying to teach him a WWE way of working.
A safe way.
Yeah, because like AEW, TNA, when he was there, they take moves and he'd get right back up, super kick, like no
Yeah.
sell. Like WWE doesn't like that.
Yeah, he has to sell. And I find if you look at Penta's move set, it's very minimal, right?
And they're all really dangerous.
Okay, like his move set is very minimal. And how are those move sets gonna work on Rusev? Rusev is a tough guy. He's like almost like a Samoa Joe. He ain't gonna take these moves and
Yeah.
he's gonna take them and
And he's heavy, right? He can't just move him the way he wants to move him. With Dominik, he could throw him around, do everything. But Rusev, it's a different game right there.
And the big thing about triple threat matches, and I'm gonna put in fatal four ways, is the balance. What balance are you gonna see within these matches? And I think all three of them did a really great job. I'd like to see Rusev be the main person in that match at one point. Penta 2 here and there, and then Dom, which was probably the best thing in there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Dom doesn't even need to fight for long. He could get a beating the whole time and just act Dom Mysterio, and it just adds so much value and storytelling within the whole match.
Did it start with Rusev starting just to punch him? He punched him right into the corner right before the bell went. I'm like, that's what we need right there, you know? Like, it's like, I hate this guy so much. Let me go and get him right before everything starts. I thought that was the best match of the night.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
100%.
we have to protect Dominik Mysterio with everything in the company.
Yeah.
This guy is your guy, and like he's just working his way up. But my favorite moment from the match is when he throws the chair to Rusev, and the ref's like, "It's a triple threat.
Yeah.
It's no DQ."
Oh, yeah, you can hit him.
And he's like, "What?" Then he hits him with it. Yeah. So he works so good. he like just continues his character and it's constant in the back, in the ring, on
Yeah.
the mic. Like he just works so good. He gets the business, man.
He never breaks character. Even like interviews, everything. He stays in character.
You know what? Even his little comments with the Judgment Day, like they'll be like, oh, they'll talk to him about something. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, but like subtle little things that like if
Yeah.
you catch on, you're like, it's hilarious.
Yeah, and I just loved the whole when Rusev had Penta in the camel clutch and the bell rang.
Oh my
It was
god.
Dom ringing the bell. What a brilliant moment.
Yeah.
Rusev
I didn't
just starts
expect that.
celebrating. Yeah.
Like, who came up with that idea?
And the way he kept ringing it, right?
Yeah.
Like, he just kept going.
I was
and
like, what's going on?
I knew. I'm like, no, there's no way that's what's happening.
Yeah.
But but it shocked everyone because even the crowd, the ref, everyone's like, wait, what's happening?
But he's been using that hammer like in his matches, right? He keeps it
Exactly.
in his boots. So like it's just
Yeah.
even that is like on brand for what's going on now.
It just keeps progressing the story, but in a different way. Like
Yeah.
he used the hammer to ring the bell, match is over, and then Rusev just flips out, goes to get him when he finds out. Rusev was selling the celebration also very well.
So
He's
good,
like,
man.
when?
So good.
I just gotta say, if there's one thing that's really holding the fort down in these type of events, and even on Raw, it's Dominik Mysterio. That's who I want to see. It's crazy to say that, but like we'll get into Raw later. But like the excitement is Dom Mysterio because I want to see what else he could do.
Yeah.
What else he could do with the mic? Because he's really taken his character that is kind of like just minimal to the next level.
I do think he's not the best on promos yet. I think he's a lot funnier when it comes to vignettes, like in the backstage stuff. It's always really, really good because there was a few weeks ago where maybe the people in the States didn't see it, but we have the commercial breaks here, right? And he grabbed the mic. And it's one where it's like, it doesn't feel the same anymore. You guys remember that
Yeah.
promo?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's good, but it's like he's like missing something because he kind of wants to smile, but then he stays like character, you know? But in ring action, he's fantastic. Like again, that when a few weeks ago when he put I forgot who it was, and he had him in the corner, and then everyone started counting with him, and he stops and he's like, no, don't count with me. You know, like those kind of moments. And I think that's what makes him just one of the greatest right now. And respect, you know, like
Yeah, he gets it. He really does.
he
man.
gets it. That's it.
Comes from a wrestling background, a wrestling family.
It's crazy. His
Of course, Eddie
evolution
Guerrero.
from where he started
His
and to
dad.
where he is right now. Like when he came in and he was just tagging with his dad Ray all the time. And
Wait, hold, that's not his real
Yeah.
dad.
at that point he was his dad. When he,
Eddie-
at that point was tagging, he was his dad.
Until he figured everything
Eddie
out.
Guerrero.
Yeah,
paperwork
basically.
and everything.
The paperwork wasn't signed and delivered yet.
And where he's at now, it's just
It's
when he came in, you're just looking at him like this kid's not gonna amount to anything. He's just gonna be known as Rey Mysterio's
Yeah.
son the entire time.
Even just the look, right? Like
Completely,
the shaved face, like the short hair, like there was nothing
He
special
looked like
about
he
him.
literally looked like a loser, like
Yeah.
a real like those guys in high
Looks like
school
a
that you're
baby,
like
yeah.
that guy's a fucking loser.
and it was risky this transition to Dirty Dom, like the Judgment Day. Like I thought he was gonna like maybe just be in the background of them, and then when he did that, like they arrested him and comes back with the teardrop. I'm like, yo, no, who's gonna believe this?
I think
everybody.
I think they let him do what he wanted to do, and it's working. He was like, because I'm sure they were like, we don't know what to do with you. He's like, let me do what I gotta do. Because even from the way he dresses, you know, the whole style, I could tell it's him. And he shows respect to the Lucha people. He shows respect to AAA, you know. So
Of course, he shows respect to the Lucha people. They're his underlings. He's the king of Lucha Libre.
that is true. He is. Steven?
Let's get into the main event for the vacant world heavyweight champion, the terrible Jey Uso, going up against
the best
Chick
in the world.
Magnet, the best in the world, Mr. CM Punk. I enjoyed the match.
You don't say.
Did you enjoy the neck breaker spot?
I enjoyed the match because it was entertainment for me. All right. CM Punk is older now. He's 47.
Yeah.
You could tell that in the ring, it's kind of getting rusty, which is fine. It happens with age, but he could still hold down the fort.
Yeah.
Jey Uso being as terrible as he is, and I'm going to repeat it again, being as terrible as he is, and not being able to hold down anything in the ring, and can only have an entrance I just wanted to see what they were going to be able to do.
Yeah.
What did he do after his entrance, Johnny? Say it.
He was huffing and puffing, man.
And you know what? Thank God that he was in the ring with somebody at that caliber and that level as CM Punk that was able to carry that whole match.
And even then, like, it was tough. Like, you saw Punk was like, man, I could do special work with almost anybody, but this one, it was... And you could tell that Punk really likes him as a person because he was trying his freaking hardest to really get where they needed to get. And it's just not there.
That kick to the head and told you he really likes him, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it one more chance. Let's go again.
That neck breaker. So you mentioned the neck breaker. Please elaborate on that piece.
So CM Punk was going for a neck breaker, but Jay kept turning, and then it was kind of going to turn into a cutter or a side effect, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so once they got up, kicks him in the head. CM Punk kicks him in the head, then picks him up. Kind of reminded like the Shawn Michaels Vader spot situation.
Yeah.
And then he picks him up again, does the neck breaker. I think he understood that message, what that kick was. Like, take the neck breaker.
Look, that's why he's not your world heavyweight champion.
The right guy won. Ultimately, we had talked about it last episode, and I think that just for what's coming next, Punk is the guy that can hold it down because Jay just can't.
No, he can't hold it down. He should. He doesn't deserve to be the champion. Look. I picked Jay to win that match. Okay, he was my prediction, and the real reason why I picked him is because I didn't want Punk to win.
Can we just say Johnny was right? Why can he just have an easy victory?
I didn't want Punk.
I know,
to have
and that's what he kept saying. What if he want to just give it to the guy? He's been working for so long.
Yeah, look, absolutely right. I just didn't want to see Punk beat Jey Uso. I wanted to see Punk win the title from Seth Rollins. I wanted to, as much as I love Seth Rollins, I wanted to see Punk really. He had to climb a ladder.
Yeah,
he left for all those years, came back, and he had to fight his way back. And why not beat Seth Rollins for the title? Yes, Seth Rollins is injured. Seth Rollins is gone. No choice. But I just didn't want it to be that easy because the victory, the end goal, as much as I'm happy for him, just didn't feel as accomplished as it should be.
Yep.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like Rollins is the guy that CM Punk needs to beat. When he beat him on Netflix.
And it's gonna happen though.
But it's done now. It's finished. It's gone.
You think so?
Like he came, he won the title, then Seth came out, cashed in on him. So like that particular run would have been amazing, but unfortunately injuries happen. They have to shift, they have to change direction. But it was very simplistic. I think from the beginning they shouldn't have had these two as part of the main event unless they had somebody else in there instead of Jey Uso, and then they would have beaten CM Punk, kind of like LA Knight.
Slap LA Knight in there. Put LA Knight in there. Make LA Knight win. Make LA Knight beat CM Punk.
Yeah.
And can I say, are you happy that it was a clean finish?
Actually, thank you for bringing that up. The entire night was clean finishes. So I was very happy.
I was thinking about you every time. Every time it was a clean finish, I took a shot.
You know what the crazy thing about wrestling? The crazy thing about wrestling now is everybody wants the end, or they always want that wow factor, right? They always want that interference. They always want somebody coming out. Like, it's reminding me of WCW 96 to 2000.
NWO era, just like
where
always interference.
Interference every match. Nobody that, like, all that. No, it's okay to have a clean finish.
What did I keep saying? I keep saying in the group chat, I'm like, here comes Jimmy. He's about to turn. And then nothing happened. Like, at no point. And I'm like,
you didn't hear the music.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, I guess this is really happening. Even at the end, when they had the shot of Jay on the floor looking up at Punk, beautiful shot, by the way, I'm like, all right, something's going to happen. And Triple H's name pops up, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
I was like, wow, fuck.
Before I ask everybody their thoughts, on the full event as a whole, Jey Uso, mark my words, Jey Uso will never, ever hold a heavyweight or undisputed championship ever again.
Yeah.
You were supposed to do the no
Yeah,
eat.
yeah, no
What's
eat.
wrong with you?
No.
No. I'm eating from now on. I'm the fucking guy.
You're happy.
You're the eat man.
I'm the eat man.
The eater.
Before we answer your question, can we go into Raw? Because I feel like it's all gonna blending
Yeah,
together.
go for it. Take it away.
Take it away, YL.
Take it away, Steven. Yes, so it's me this time. So for Raw, what did we have? We had the opening promo, which was CM Punk coming out to celebrate his title reign, and everybody was tripping out on his sweater that he was wearing.
Probably one of the nicest sweaters I've
Steven
ever
keeps refreshing the WWE shop page, hoping it's going to be there, but it's not there yet.
My birthday's coming up. If anyone wants to get me anything,
Cut that out. Johnny's birthday is coming up, guys. Send him this shirt once it's out. So CM Punk came out, celebrated, starting to call people out, who deserves a title, who doesn't deserve a title. And who came out?
Can I stop you before we get into who came out?
Yes, go ahead.
The fact that he said, "Thank you, Jey Uso, for that match. You deserve it." Jey not turning heel at no point. I thought that was very interesting. It showed that he really likes him, and him name dropping everyone's name like that, I thought was very cool too, because when they do that, I'm guessing they're trying to see the crowd reaction, and it was interesting the names that he threw out there, So
They
listen,
booed Jey Uso.
huh?
They were booing Jey
Yeah, they
Uso
were
when
booing
Punk.
him.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just him doing it, like him giving him his props,
Him acknowledging Jey Uso.
Exactly.
Yeah. But my problem with what you said, I found it was corny. Like CM Punk's like victory speech. He just started. This guy. Let's give this guy an opportunity. Come on.
I really, really like that.
You like that?
I thought it came out. I thought it was different. I thought it was cool, and that was a nice. It was a nice leading up to Logan Paul coming out, And then as he's coming out, he's like, "Oh no, I mean, I did want to fight everybody except for you, And I thought that was like super, super smart, and him coming out. And I don't know if you guys noticed this on Raw yesterday, but it was a lot of heel versus heel moments. So when Logan Paul comes out, then we have the Vision come out.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of, Paul Heyman was talking trash to him. Yeah. Like he told him, "Get the step in, get out of my ring." Like some harsh words, know what I mean?
That's what we need to be doing from a guy that does not show up.
And I love that. I thought that was really, really, really good,
He was telling him how the OTT, what was it? The original Tribal Thief, the OTT was in the front of the line, how Bron Breakker was in the front of the line, how Logan Paul is in the line trying to get into the line.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Paul Heyman's amazing. So what happened then? Logan Paul was like, "I don't want any of this." CM Punk was telling him, "You stay in the ring, we fight, or you get the hell out of my ring." He chose to get the hell out of the ring. What happened? He's trying to go to the back. The Vision stops him. They get in the way. They shove him down. Looked like he banged his head on.
A nice shove. That was a good shove.
Nice
Bron doesn't
shove.
mess around. Man.
No, he smacked his head on the side of the ring, and then he just stayed there. They went in. They started beating up CM Punk. And then you see Logan Paul, who's like, "Should I get in there? Should I not get in there? Should I?" I found that out of character for him. Usually, I think you just like,
but it made
leave.
sense, no?
Yeah, we'll get.
And that's
to
what
that,
I told
yeah.
you. You're speaking too soon, bro. Wait.
And then he gets in the ring. He gets beat up. Also, he gets tsunami. And then basically
guy
the
even
main
know
event. Yeah, I don't even know anything right now. And then the main event was basically CM Punk and Jey Uso facing off against the Vision. Match ended in a double countout. Then what happens? They beat down on Jey Uso. CM Punk is getting beat. Who comes out for the save?
Logan
Paul. He's standing there. CM Punk is holding the title. They've got
puts
the chairs.
on the brass knuckles.
No, it wasn't the title. He had the chair. CM Punk had the chair. They had chairs. Puts on the brass knuckles. And I was looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's about to smack Punk right in the face with those. And what did he do? Bam.
No way
smacks
they were
Punk in the
making
face.
him a baby face.
No, there's
Beautiful
no
punch
way.
to the face,
There's no
too.
way they were making him a baby face.
Beautiful
Of course.
punch.
And so what's happening is this, we're looking towards maybe, I don't think he's going to be joining the Vision because he wants
No.
to be the champion. Braun wants to be the champion. But right now we're putting the
We're
title
building
on
up
hold.
Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Exactly.
War games.
Exactly.
War games.
Just by association. Hey, we need 4 guys, 5 guys. You're going at them,
Yeah.
But what about Jey still not turning heel?
I found that odd. Like, we wanted to see something different. People are starting to slowly boo Jey. Is it because only he was feuding with CM Punk? Or is it because they're starting to get bored of this whole act? But
I think
something
it's
needed to
interesting.
happen. Something needed to happen. They needed to pull the trigger. They needed to turn him heel.
Not yet. I think
You
it's
don't
interesting because I'm like, because it's so easy, right? It's
Maybe
like
at War
they
Games.
always show exactly. It has to be like a big moment. Like they'll have to be about to do something, and now everyone gets super kicked.
They're just trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's happening at the Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't happen. Okay, then it's gonna happen when they're tagging. He's gonna turn on him.
They're building
So I
it.
feel like we're talking about that. They're building it. Yeah, exactly. But if I can just go back to the first segment, I really didn't enjoy any of it. I thought it seemed, not to like contradict you, but I just noticed some things that like were a bit like sloppy. There were stalls and things. Like Paul Heyman is always gonna deliver on the mic, right? He gives his promo and then he's like, your move. And it's like Punk didn't know or Paul didn't know who was supposed to do something. There
Yeah.
was like they stalled. They
Yeah.
were stagnant. And for Punk is quick, man.
No.
He never messes up like that. Like he'll on the fly say a sick promo. Better than people who have it scripted for
Yeah.
them. So I found there was like awkwardness, like it didn't know where it was going. And I honestly think that's because of Logan Paul, 100%.
I
And as-
find Logan Paul didn't know what to say at that moment.
yeah, so something there was like not working for
Yeah,
me.
you guys.
So for that, I didn't like the segment.
Even at the beginning, when Logan Paul was like, "Should I get in the ring? Should I not get in the ring?" Like his whole movement and body language
Yeah.
felt awkward to me.
He is not there all the time. When was the last time we saw him?
I know, I agree, but he's getting better
we
every time.
gotta
Listen.
stop
I
this.
remember.
We gotta stop this shit.
Oh,
I
it's
love
Crown
Logan
Jewel, no?
Paul.
Was it
Whatever.
Crown Jewel?
One of
Is
them.
he there at Crown Jewel?
Can't remember what
He,
it was.
I
wasn't it
can't
the tag
remember.
match with Drew and him versus Cena and Cody on or no, it was when he fought.
No, you had a match against John Cena,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was
You
the
guys-
last
Oh
time.
no, it was Clash in Paris. Yeah, John Cena
Clash in
match.
Paris.
You
There
guys,
it is.
I'm gonna say it to you like this. Okay, we've been watching us for how many years? Very long.
3.
Right? Okay, you know. Okay, a guy. How can we get attracted to a guy that is not there consistently? I'm sorry, it's happening with Roman Reigns with me. I don't want to see him anymore. I hope he doesn't come back. Thank you, Logan Paul, a guy who I despise. Who I hope one day has allegations against him so they could drop him.
Jesus.
Take it easy. Put the tie back on.
I don't want to see a guy that's not there anymore. I'm fed up. What does he have to do with my storylines? He has nothing to do with my storylines. It's
All right.
useless.
I'm gonna say this. Because he's someone that we hate so much. Like we all hated him before wrestling, right?
Yeah.
No one was like a fan of this guy. But when he came into wrestling, then you hated him even more. And it's just such a natural heel. And listen, he could be the worst person in the world, but they respect him and he's good in the ring.
Yep.
Say what you want. He is really good in the ring.
Did I say anything about him in the ring?
He's been
No.
putting in the hours
He's
at
athletic.
training, you know. So he won me over. I was a huge hater because I didn't like him as a person, but as a wrestler, and I get it. But we always say it's a new era. Things have changed now. And if he's able to create that much heat outside and then bring it to the ring, I'm with it.
Okay, Max. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt anybody. You want to be part of this, the entertainment, the sports entertainment, the professional wrestling that I grew up loving, that I'm a fan of, and you want to use this as a part-time job? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you.
Oh,
I don't want to see you. I don't want you coming in and thinking that you could take over everything and be in a main event.
I get that part. I understand
Always
that part.
in main event type matches.
Yeah, and
that's
he's
what his contract.
amazing.
But
You
that's what
guys-
his contract says.
Amazing in the ring. He's phenomenal in the ring. I'm never going to take that away from that douchebag loser that he is. But who do you think you are that you can come in whenever you feel like it?
Me, the thing that gets me is, like you said, it's so easy to hate him. I hated him before. I hated him now as a wrestler. It's his facial expressions and little smirks. They're so cringe. They're so like disgusting. Like it's always the same. No matter what's going on in the promo or whatever he's waiting on, it's always like these really stupid facial. Look at it next time. It's always the same. And it's like, okay, we get it. And he sticks out his tongue. Like it's so like, I don't know. It's ugly to me.
It works on me. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
makes
works
me
for
hate
me
him
as
more.
well.
You know,
Yeah.
it makes me hate him more. So I'm just like, this is great
Yeah.
because he's making me feel something.
Okay.
And as long as I feel something, I'm happy when I'm watching the product.
And at least for this time, he's not. At least we'll see. Maybe on a Raw or something. But it seems like it's shaping up that he's going to be part of a War Games match. but he also planted that seed to feud with CM Punk for his belt. So we'll see which direction they're going to go with. And we'll go from there.
The Rumble, maybe.
We can talk about this all night, guys, but let's move on to another segment that happened here. It was a match. It was Dominik Mysterio coming out to celebrate, to cut his promo. What you got there? And then,
I need 1 second, boys. Can you put your headphones on for a second?
You keep my father's name out of your mouth.
well, let's get to that segment to that scene first, and you can play it. Yeah. So he came out to celebrate. Just shot off the wad too early. And then Rey Mysterio comes out, and they have their little back and forth as usual. One thing that I found interesting from what Rey Mysterio kept saying over and over is, as long as I'm around, then you're not going to be this. As long as I'm around, this and that. As long as I'm around.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, Rey's getting up there in age. I would assume that he would want his son to, retire him from the business. It seemed to me that they were going towards like another match at some point where if Dominik wins, Rey Mysterio has to retire, maybe take off the mask and retire or something along that line. But the way Rey was talking, I have a feeling that they were going in that direction. And then when he told him, you think you're better than Eddie Guerrero? And then that's when now you can play it. It's fucking timing. It's all about timing.
So clever, man. Such a good spot to say what he said.
I don't know if he came up with that or was told to say that, but that was brilliant.
So good.
But
man.
both of them, their facial expressions, like when Dom says it, and then when it turns to Rey, and Rey's like, "All right."
I love the part.
It was just so funny from both of them.
I love the part where Dominik was telling Rey Mysterio, "You're coming back now. You're trying to look like me. You're growing the mustache."
Yeah.
Their energy, obviously, their father and son, but their energy in the ring together is absolutely fantastic.
And you know what? Where's
Unmatched.
Survivor Series?
San
Where's Survivor
Diego,
Series?
California.
San Diego.
Where are they from?
San Diego,
Diego.
California.
It could be Rey Mysterio's last match.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah? Like that quick? Like
Hey. He was injured, right?
yeah.
He might just have one more match in him.
He might say, "Hey, I want to wait until WrestleMania to have this match." But then what happened last year? Literally, SmackDown the night before WrestleMania,
He got
injured, and he missed WrestleMania.
Yeah, good point.
So maybe he's like, at this point, I don't want to wait. I'm ready to retire.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
It's also Nikki Bella's hometown.
Like
by the
we
way.
care.
Nice.
You keep my father's name out of your mouth.
So good. Yeah, he said so many things. So many good things.
Great promo.
Stuff with
Loved
the
it.
luchadores and just
How
it's-
amazing is neck tattoo?
Oh my god. No, he's really showing love to, like you had said, to the Lucha. He's got it on his fingers. He's got it like here. Like that's a heavy one, man.
They're name dropping El Santo and Blue Demon on Raw. Like those guys are getting their respects now. You see people like going to Google who these guys are. These guys were cultural icon in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like
Mexico.
in Mexico, exactly.
You should say it like that.
Action figure rocks the Blue Demon mask. It's
Shouts out action figure.
a lot of cool things is happening right now. I really, really love what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
And we got to get more into Lucha, guys, man. We keep missing all of these events.
Well, they
It's
didn't
like-
even announce the last one.
Lucha.
There was one this weekend too.
No way.
Yeah.
Triple
Are
A?
you serious?
Yes.
There's a new one.
Shout outs to Chelsea Green and Ethan
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Ethan
saw
Page.
that. Mixed
They're
tag
the
titles.
mixed tag titles, yeah.
So, guys, maybe you guys knew, and I did not know this. I had thought that WWE outright purchased AAA. They purchased 51% of it. So they did not purchase all of it. So that's why some of these events are not being advertised.
There you go.
And they don't have like the English commentary team and all that
There you
stuff.
go.
I don't want the English commentary team though.
Okay.
What are you talking about? It's so funny. JBL kills it.
Yeah, I know, it's
Graves is
funny.
great,
It's
but
funny.
Conan,
I just love Conan.
they need to bring in Mauro Ranallo for the.
I
for
don't
these
think
shows.
they also.
So good.
I don't think they have weekly shows either. So that's why they have more events that they put on.
When's the next one? When's the WWE whatever AAA?
Hasn't been announced
Yeah,
yet,
but
but
I would assume maybe like Survivor Series weekend. Have it on like the Friday.
like on a Friday, yeah.
You know how they did like Worlds Collide the Friday.
Yeah, because
and
Dom's got to put up the champion against Dragon Lee, no?
Dragon Lee.
that
already
already
did.
passed.
And
That past 2 weeks ago.
That's 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
was it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
YouTube now.
Yeah, but it's not on the WWE channel.
Adios mío.
It's on the
Yeah, he used
on the Triple H
He used
channel.
the hammer from the bell.
Yeah.
No, in his boot.
I didn't watch the match. I don't know.
That's the one where
Yeah.
it was a few weeks ago when Dragon Lee almost like he fell off on
Killed
the side of the
himself.
ring,
Yeah.
almost killed himself.
Yeah.
But 1 second. Next time there's a AAA event, we will watch it together and we will talk about it. All right? It's a promise to you guys.
Hold on, not put words in my mouth.
No, I'm going to make sure
right,
we watch it. Well,
That's pretty much it for the wrestling wrap up. But now we want to talk about something else. I'll throw it over to Johnny Dos Belts.
Well,
over here.
before, thanks a lot, by the way, for stealing my whole segment before, because I was gonna ask you guys on what you thought of the whole Saturday Night's main event, but I
Yeah,
guess it was okay.
So I'm actually gonna throw it in there. So
I love it.
I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you.
Thank you.
I thought the only thing I could think of was poor John Cena. This is the way he's going out on a Saturday night main event. It gave me like some kind of feeling. Like I said, we've said it before. I'm not a John Cena fan. I am now. I like the retirement kind of tour.
It's cute.
But to go out this way on a Saturday night main event, if it's anything like this one, which was average, it wasn't amazing. I don't think it was bad. Had his good moments, had his bad moments, had Dominik Mysterio, so good. But is that the way John's gonna go out?
this actually was a bigger one than it was a bigger arena, and it was also they had the whole stage set up this time because usually they do the little stage classic.
a lot of pyro too
Yeah.
and stuff like
Exactly, a lot of pyro, a lot of money went into this
I
one.
think they're going to go big for that one.
Yeah.
Especially that you're going to see John Cena and Donald Trump in the ring dancing together. They will
Where-
dance there.
Where would
gonna
you
be in
like to
Washington.
see
It's
him?
gonna be there.
WrestleMania?
Well, I'm my favorite pay per view is the Royal Rumble. So
Royal Rumble, yeah.
Rumble is a good
Yeah.
spot. So then it takes away the attention of WrestleMania. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like have a nice Rumble main event and like I think that's the way to go. But
I agree with you.
I think, like you said, it's got to be big. It's got to be something. So I'm hoping that those feelings are wrong.
And you guys know on Saturday night's main event, what was great is usually we get commercials during the matches. Now they're putting breaks on. From our end, we couldn't really see what was happening because in Canada they had it on YouTube.
which was amazing.
Yeah, because they didn't have it on NBC. They just had it on Peacock and for Canada on YouTube. So I'm wondering, is that going to be the new format moving forward? I hope so.
Hopefully.
Or did NBC have something else playing that they didn't want to remove? I don't know. And that's why they decided to put it on YouTube.
Keep it this way. I don't
Yeah.
want commercials.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with that.
During
I'm okay.
matches, yeah.
I'm okay with the YouTube too.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that leads us to the new discovery, new kind of thing that they're gonna do is the last time is now tournament. It's a 16-man tournament that's gonna decide John Cena's last opponent. And on Raw, we got the first four, which for me, underwhelming. It was Rusev versus Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. So now, off the bat, I asked you guys, do you believe that any of these four guys will be John Cena's last match?
Absolutely not.
So it's a lot of
Not
fluff.
only do I not believe, I know for a fact it will not be.
It's a lot of fluff, but I'm trying to be positive. It gives you good matches on Raw, you know? Like these guys will have good moments, good matches. Sheamus, I could see that. I know it's not going to be, but he's the most believable out of the bunch.
Yeah, he'll go far.
So yeah, and then on SmackDown they're gonna give another 4. The only thing that was funny is the way like Adam Pearce, the Raw GM, was like, you know, with the balls. It kind of like had that old school Royal Rumble feel.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who's in there? Like, what names are in there? Just random.
Yeah.
And they kind of tease that it could be from any promotion. It could be from any like show, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AAA, and then what everyone else is thinking from another brand, another promotion, right? I think they're just teasing the shit out of us. There's no way that they're going to give this moment to a guy that's not on their WWE contract. So,
I mean, it's possible. Sorry, just to jump in there on that. It's possible, but it would for sure be like an ex-WWE guy making a return.
and then is going to become WWE.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Stay with
It's not
them.
like a one-off and then...
Probably not.
Okay.
And that's why it's gonna be Chris Jericho.
Hope
Do
so.
you guys really think John Cena's last opponent is going to be Chris Jericho? Let's be honest here.
Listen,
They didn't really have any feuds.
I watch AEW and like, listen, there's no knock on Jericho because he's one of the greatest in the ring, but he's up there in age and like he's slower. He doesn't pull the shit he used to pull. So like, I think it would be a tough match to even really sell for me.
No, I don't think it's Jericho.
We already had this talk.
Yeah, I don't think. But well, now it's a bit of a different conversation because it's a tournament format,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be somebody big making the return like that, because if it was, they wouldn't put them through a tournament. It would be like a surprise happening the night of, like the shock return,
Battle
the
Royal
shock
kinda
moment.
thing, maybe.
Not even. I think for like somebody making a surprise return, kind of like Jericho or Edge or whatever the case might be, they wouldn't put them in another match. They would bring them out as a surprise, like for the
like
match,
Cody.
like when Cody came back at
fair,
WrestleMania
fair,
style,
fair.
like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why, for me, at least, unless they really pull something crazy off, the whole tournament vibe is a bit underwhelming because yes, there might be surprises. Let me just finish this thought. There might be surprises coming in from like people outside this or that, but it still won't be a huge shock factor.
Yeah.
So question, how is this working? Do we have 4 guys from Raw and then we have 4 guys from SmackDown?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We have no idea. It's literally we have no.
okay.
We know it's 16 man, but we don't know like if there's gonna be more Raw, is there more SmackDown, NXT. The only other question I have for all of you, is it someone who's established, someone big, or is it someone that they want to give the ultimate rub to and say John Cena thinks that you should be in his last match, and then that guy is made for the rest of his career?
I think it's.
I be John Cena. The company now believes in me, and that he can like run with that.
I think it's going to be the latter, the push, exactly, because throughout his entire run,
Or the ultimate rub.
yeah,
I like that one.
his entire
You know what's on the mind.
His entire run for his retirement tour has been matches other than Logan Paul, matches that he's had previously, right? So I think going out, he would want to put somebody over.
Yeah.
I just hope like if he does put somebody over that's up and coming, it won't be something that similar to what happened with Solo, when Solo beat him at SummerSlam and then went on a crazy losing streak.
Yeah.
And then when Austin Theory beat him at WrestleMania, and then he went nowhere, right? So they really need to take their time, make sure they pick the right person, and really push them.
Well, they must have it in their mind.
Yeah,
right?
what I would
Yeah.
love to see happen, what I would really, really love to see happen, somebody wins this tournament, and then the night of the Saturday night main event, they get beat up backstage or something along that line. And then you have like a crazy return, like whether it's Edge
and they're
or Chris
scrambling to
Jericho
find
or
somebody.
something crazy like that. I just really hope it's not going to end up being Joe Hendry. I do not want to see that.
That's the whole someone that doesn't work for the
Did he
company.
appear?
I don't believe in Joe
He's
Henry.
coming out of here.
But it was with Orton. He had his little moment, eh?
Terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
at a
Waste of
WrestleMania.
time,
WrestleMania.
air, space. Why is that guy even in wrestling? Go back to Australia and play a guitar.
Steven?
You guys, it's John Cena. Do you really not think it's gonna be one of the it's gonna be a name?
And that's what I want.
Which name?
I rather
It's Gunther.
I rather it be a classic name. That's what I would prefer to see. So again, a Chris Jericho, and even there's no feud. It doesn't matter. It's just a moment. It's an iconic moment. We're getting 2 of these like early 2000 wrestlers that are about to say farewell to the game. You know what I mean? So give us that moment. Give us Edge. Like something crazy. That's what we want to see as fans. For the big push, who really gives a fuck about that? You know what I mean? I know it's important and we kind of need it, but hey, Cody,
People are only going to talk about it for so long until they move on to something else.
that's it.
Gunter doesn't even need the push from Cena. The company loves him. He doesn't need it. Like, he's a big heel. He always works well. Like, they believe in him.
Think of it like this. Did Brock Lesnar need to beat Taker to be established?
So
at
that was
WrestleMania?
in one of my points. And thankfully that we have the PhD of WWE in the pod, because
PhD.
it wasn't supposed to be Brock, right? That was when we were getting like Roman Reigns jammed down our throat, and he was going to beat the streak, right? That's what I had heard anyway. And then Vince, like in Vince fashion, because Undertaker's talked about it publicly.
You know who's the original person that was supposed to be
Vladimir Kozlov.
Are you drunk?
Nope, it was supposed to be Vladimir Kozlov.
No, it was supposed to be Edge.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Edge,
Okay.
and Edge refused.
Apparently
Wow.
they changed like 20 minutes
Yeah.
before, no?
Yeah.
He got the phone
crazy.
call.
Something
He's
crazy.
like, yo, you're losing tonight. And he was like,
Yeah.
what? Why?
and that
No, he didn't get the phone call saying you're losing. He didn't want to.
He didn't want to. Okay.
Kudos to Taker just being a company guy and be like, all right.
Taker
Vince,
wanted to lose to Edge, and Edge refused.
That's crazy.
A real American hero.
Yeah.
Edge
So, yeah.
knew he didn't deserve it.
Anyways, like,
Moving on.
but they ran with it
Imagine
the
Taker.
streak thing, and like it did it okay in the end. But like, yeah, I agree with you. It should have been someone that's like, wow. But I just don't know that Gunter really needs that. I think he's over. Like, we like him.
We'll find out. It's just we're gonna keep. The brain is just gonna keep working till we'll see who it is, and then we'll just all be disappointed.
It's gotta be Kane.
But
Let's go.
boys,
Maybe Johnny Two Belts is entering the tournament.
thank you for that, guys. That was the wrestling wrap up of the week. But before we go any further and we speak about something else, Saturday night main event in Montreal, January 24th. How do you guys feel about that?
SmackDown as well.
Can we talk about one first? Well,
Well, I mean, SmackDown comes first.
all right, and SmackDown on the 23rd. But how do you guys feel about WWE back in Montreal?
Puts me in a terrible mood.
What's new? What doesn't
What
put you in
makes
a
you happy?
He's gonna have to leave his house during the month of January. There's snow. He's not gonna want to
Exit
leave.
parking.
He's gonna be
all
the
that
fourth row. This
jazz.
guy.
I just don't want to spend all the money, but I'm gonna just have no choice, but because I'm just gonna regret it. So I'm gonna have to spend the money. It
And
is
you're
what
the
it is.
greatest dad in the world.
Yes, because it's only gonna be
There
me
you
and
go.
my son going. Everybody else could go to hell.
There you go. Guys,
I think it's awesome anytime that the WWE comes back to Montreal, but to give us a SmackDown and a Saturday night main event. And I think it's kudos to the crowd of the last SmackDown because they burnt the house down. Because we were there, but well, we went together.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
going places with you guys.
it's
I
too
do the
good.
podcast.
He
and
bought
that's it.
these really expensive seats and like waved to us from them.
we get it. You're better than us.
No, but you know what? Why I'm also mad that they're coming back here because they're gonna have to have Sami Zayn part of it, and it just like Saturday night's main event is 4 matches. I don't want Sami Zayn one of the 4 matches.
He's gonna win
Why
the
am I
title,
gonna spend
the world title.
$10,000?
Both of them.
I hope KO is back
hope-
by then.
That's what I think is going to happen. We're getting a KO return.
Or I hope Sami Zayn is injured and he can't make it.
So bad.
No, but it's true. Like I don't like.
He's actually injured right now.
Write an email to WWE.
Thank God, get him the fuck away from wrestling.
Write an email. Say, listen, we've had enough of Sami
hate
Zayn in
weather.
Montreal.
Why are you wishing harm on the guy?
Yeah, man.
What did he
I
ever
don't want
do
to
to
see
you?
him. He's a nuisance to my existence.
But what isn't? That's the.
I don't understand.
No, but
I
it's
just want to hear what makes you happy from now on.
Yeah, for real.
times like we had on Sunday. That really
You were
made me- no, but it made me happy. Like it was nice.
Even when he's talking now, he's like,
You know what I mean? Like like I just yeah.
all right. Anyways, guys, we're very excited. Hopefully, we get out there. We don't know what the prices are yet, but
We're gonna be there regardless.
we will be there regardless. We'll dress up as janitors. We'll pretend we work. We'll print shirts that say WWE workers.
nice.
Do you know anybody that can print those shirts?
No,
Yeah.
not those kind of shirts. Just legal shirts. All right. It is time for our
Dun, dun, dun.
match of the week. And for our match of the week, we have Unbreakable 2005,
TNA.
TNA,
Unbreakable 2005.
Unbreakable 2005, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, yes,
Ron
yes,
Daniels.
Christopher Daniels.
This guy sends
The
us a
reason
message.
why I said that is because I thought that was, what's his name?
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Too many Daniels get me all crazy.
Too many Christophers.
And Christophers. I didn't even know who was who. But guys, I was really not into watching this match. I'm like, I wasn't watching TNA back then. AJ Styles looks like some just young kid that I did not really give 2 F's about. And then I pressed play. And this was one of the craziest matches I've ever seen. The first spot were just these crazy kicks to the back of Christopher Daniels. And every time they kicked, I got goosebumps and I was hurt, And then he gets up and he turns around and he says, "Stop kicking me." And then pow, more kicks to the face. By the way, Samoa Joe's foot to the face when and you're on the bottom of
The ropes.
the ropes. This guy's mental.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Sorry, which spot?
I forget what it's called. Does it have a name?
No, I'm
When
wondering what
Christopher
spot.
Daniels or
puts-
AJ Styles was in the
He
corner.
puts him on the corner of the ring at the bottom
Okay.
of the turnbuckle, and he just like
Okay, when he
kicks,
puts him in the trio of
yeah,
position.
and he just kicks the face. But like the way he was kicking, like man, honestly, like these guys were really giving kicks and like the punches and all the out of the ring action. Every single one of them jumped from the third rope onto the outside. I was like, Samoa Joe, crazy. I need to go watch more Samoa Joe matches because what's that movie guy said? The Muscle Buster?
Yeah,
Insane.
it's a crazy move. It's one of the
Insane.
best.
Like I was honestly like, you know what? I gotta go back. TNA. I gotta watch what's going on.
TNA is just fantastic. Besides that horrendous ring, six-sided ring,
Six-sided ring. Yeah.
I love
those
it.
matches were just like those years. I would say probably 2005 till about 2009 was just incredible wrestling.
Even earlier on, it was good. Like when you're not talking about the main event scene that had Jeff Jarrett winning, the title every 2 seconds. When you were talking about the X division,
Yeah.
the X division was hot.
That's what
man,
saved
from
them.
day one.
Yeah.
The X Division. Because
Listen, this
ahead.
match, it's exactly what TNA stands for, total nonstop action. It's 20, 30 minutes of just back and forth. And these guys put on instant classic every time they face each other, whether it's a one-on-one or a triple threat. But for me, the spot that I liked, it was, I think Christopher Daniels did like a monkey flip to AJ Styles, and then AJ Styles did like a Hurricane Rana to Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Like smooth transition, like crazy.
You guys, the best thing about this whole match was the flow of the match.
yeah.
How these guys like really knew what the other guy was
Yeah.
going to do and how they just carried themselves within the match. Do you know how hard it is? These guys weren't in their prime.
Nonstop action. Like John said.
Like, I don't think they were in their prime. These guys were young at what they were doing. We were just getting to know Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. I didn't even know who they were till maybe about like 10 years ago.
Guys, there's one spot that you can't see it because they're not focused on that. I can't remember if it's Samoa Joe or Christopher Daniels, but they grab AJ Styles and they just throw him to the outside, and he just lands flat
Yes.
to the outside.
When I saw that, I was like,
But right-
what? I thought he was about to reverse or like land in a different position.
He
but you see him
just drops.
pancake to the outside, just flops.
But you can't see it, right? Because like
Yeah.
the camera is like from
Yeah.
the outside. I was like, I had to rewind that like 5 times. I was like, no way.
One of my favorite spots in that match. By the way, I didn't know TNA stood for Total Nonstop Action. I thought it was Test and Albert. I was looking for Trish. I'm like, where is she?
Tits and ass. Tits and ass wrestling.
One of my favorite spots on that match is when Joe and Christopher Daniels were fighting on the outside of the ring, and then AJ Styles from the inside does the springboard into a
man.
standing shooting star press onto both of them, and it was so smooth. And one of the best things about this that you don't see on screen is during an interview with AJ, I think it was AJ or Samoa Joe, I think it was maybe Samoa Joe with CVV. He said that during that match, near maybe like the last 10, 15 minutes or whatever it was, they just went on the
Freestyle?
fly. They just freestyled it from there.
Yeah.
They lost track of what they were supposed to do. I think they needed to cut short on time. But the fact that they said they worked with each other so many times, like even before
They
TNA
knew each
went
other,
and
yeah.
ROH, they just knew each other exactly, and like you couldn't tell. Like the whole match was so smooth.
Something that's really cool about if you go back into the history of TNA is like you said, these guys were not even in their prime yet. So they were really the young guys coming up, future of that company. Because if you guys know, TNA was WCW's stepsister, like Jeff Jarrett said, I'm leaving this company, let me start my own thing. And then he went and he got the boys that bring in the money. But it wasn't working. People weren't into 96 WCW in 2002. So when you give these guys a chance and they're able to carry a company, salute.
Yeah.
It was very, very that honestly, like I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this, but I gotta watch it for the pod. And when I got into it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go apologize to Well, but I don't want to, but I will. You know?
The guys that
But that's his apology, by the way, guys.
By the way,
the guys that came out of Ring of Honor, like they're athletes, man.
Yeah.
They know how to perform in the ring, and this is what this match was just performance. Like, and they told a story within just those three. And weren't they the top guys in TNA at that time?
Yeah.
Right? They were the main eventers, right? I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
But they were the main eventers, and man, were they able to put on a show for us?
he was the X Division champion, Christopher Daniels at the time. Yeah.
I mean, they weren't technically the main eventers because they had the World Heavyweight title, which was the main event, but that's what people were watching TNA for. It was for those guys.
The X Division.
Not for these guys.
Who was the champion at that time? Jeff Jarrett?
I didn't see the whole event. I
gonna
just
check
watched
that
that
out.
match. But pop quiz, who was the first ever NWA TNA champion? World
Jeff
champion?
Jarrett.
No.
No, it
What?
wasn't.
No, it was
Repeat the
R-Truth,
question.
no?
The first ever NWA
Our
TNA World champion.
R-Truth.
No.
Who was it?
No? Ron Killings.
No. It was the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Oh my
Oh, wow. But R-Truth was the NWA
He
champion.
did win it at one point, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of just championships, I like that X Division championship belt.
Yeah, it's
just
beautiful.
Just a big red X in the middle.
In
of
red,
it. It was
right?
nice.
And CM Punk never received that belt.
He was never in TNA.
Would have been a good belt for him to hold.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Who won the match, boys?
Christopher Daniels.
No, my man, the
No.
phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, my God.
And he became the 6th time.
It's true. It was
X Division
and-
championship.
And just to add
Champion.
for that, Samoa Joe was on his
Undefeated streak.
Undefeated, yeah.
And he didn't get pinned
He
in
didn't,
that
yeah,
match.
exactly.
And that was
Great storytelling.
and we watched
The Kurt Angle.
one. It was like a year later, I think.
And that's when he finally
Yeah.
lost. Yeah.
But-
Wow, look at us bringing it all together.
One,
Come
one
on
thing
now.
about TNA.
Come on now.
They did something
best podcast
different.
in the world. Sorry, Wow. It's the best motherfucking podcast, wrestling podcast in the world.
Like I was saying, the best podcast in the fucking world. So one thing that TNA did that was really different from other wrestling companies that came before it is the X division, because it wasn't about weight limits. It was about no limits. So usually you're used to seeing, these cruiserweight divisions, these light heavyweight divisions, has to be under a certain weight class, but they didn't have a specific weight class for this. As long as you're crazy and you can do some crazy shit, you're part of it.
Beautiful, boys. All right. Let's get to it. It is time.
Hold on. Is today going to be your day
This is the least favorite moment of my day,
of his life?
of my week.
Yeah.
Because, guys, I'm ready to crash out here, man.
T-Dog, let's
is something.
spin the heel. If it's not John's video, bro, like, what do we have here? What do we have? 2 WrestleManias? Dead in the middle? What just happened?
Ultimate Warrior versus
my
Rick Rude.
God.
For
That's
the
my match.
Intercontinental Championship.
I'm done with this podcast.
Oh
yo.
my
What the
God.
hell?
That you picked that?
Yeah.
Oh
You were watching
my
wrestling
gosh.
89? That's
Yeah.
my year, baby.
I'm done, guys. I'm
He's
done.
good with the old school stuff.
Yeah, the
he's
old
gonna
school
bring some
stuff.
good insight on this.
This is Rick Rude. This is the one where I think he's got the Intercontinental
Doesn't he have
design on his trunks.
Doesn't he have Warrior on his trunks?
No,
Yeah.
he has the belt. He has Warrior too?
Yeah, doesn't he? He starts off with one and then he takes it off and he shows the Warrior's face on his crotch.
Hey.
I just really, that's a great match.
I'm actually
Who
very
was
excited to
it?
see this.
Who was it that he was wrestling against at one point, and then he had
The
his
face, the girl?
wives, the girls, like the person's wife.
Jake Roberts.
Jake
is what-
Roberts.
I got your bitch
And-
on my pants, ravishing Rick. Shouts out Smoke Dizza.
Wow.
And Macho Man too? No, he never did Miss Elizabeth?
Probably. You have to look that up.
Ravishing
but, yeah.
Rick, man.
But,
Legend.
yeah, I really enjoyed my time here.
It was nice knowing you.
Don't
man.
leave, bro.
I'm done.
You're our champion. We did it, boys. And don't forget,
You keep my father's name out of your mouth.
so, quick reminder, November 9th, Leonardo da Vinci Center, St. Leo. We got the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart will be there. Once again, if you do not have a shirt and you want Bret to sign your shirt, hit us up on the Instagram for your Bret Hart exclusive shirt that we designed with love, because we love Bret the Hitman Hart.
And Brett, just a message for you. this title, this exact
Not Shawn
title.
Michaels.
When we think of this title, unfortunately, dude, we don't think of you. We think of Shawn Michaels.
I think of Bret Hart.
What a great way to finish. Thank you, Steven. Thank you once again for watching. We appreciate it. Just so you guys know, can you put the camera on Johnny real quick? This is a belt. I think this is like 93. It's like a 93
Yeah.
belt.
don't even know
Classic
at this
vintage 93 belt from the shop. It is a beautiful piece. It belongs in a museum.
I thought that was the hemp championship.
This guy really has all the belts. It's incredible. So, one more time, thank you for watching the pod. I am Casual Joe, aka Maximil. The guy next to me is Steven Alltime from the All-Time Podcast and the Wrestling Tea Podcast. Because you know what? He needs to be from both now. My man over there is the PhD of wrestling. And of course, the boy wonder, even though he was sick, he gave his 110% like he always does. My boy, Johnny Two Belts. Thank you very much for watching. We out. Peace.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And also
That's
go
right.
follow Steven from the All Time Podcast on YouTube and on Instagram, Steven All Time. I appreciate it. Peace.